We have Wildcard coming out with the Guardian Druid. I don't think to anyone's surprise. They're bringing out what it looks like is 4 healers, but they're putting out a sock on a Mistweaver instead of running double priest. So that's something that we weren't necessarily expecting right in the opening.
Sorry, I'm a little delayed. My loading screen took a while. I haven't got a chance to look at
Oh, no
the
worries.
comps.
Muskie's bringing in the Guardian. They're running 4 healers. They have Yorkie on a mage, and they have Agent Grizzle playing that hunter. So they are running 1 hunter. They threw Yorkie over onto the mage last minute. They feel like they want that extra control in midfield with the mage because they are lacking the rogue. So a little bit of swap ups here in the last few minutes for Wildcard. Do you like the fact that they're bringing in that Mistweaver as the 4th healer over having the 2nd priest?
Um, I don't like it at all. No, I think double priest is pretty standard if you want to win mid. I'm not a fan of the Mistweaver monk.
I
No.
think in terms of survivability, having a Mistweaver is really nice, along with 2 Resto Shamans and a Priest, because it makes more things for the enemy team to have to purge to actually get the enveloping off. But it's a very defensive look, I feel like, in my opinion. But will it actually bring enough heals for them to actually continue their front line? Now looking at Ham average here, I can't tell, but it looks like they are running a double boomkin. I can't actually see because of the specs on the arena, which is kind of annoying. Looks like they're bringing the double boomkin, double shaman, pretty standard look here with Stabilt and hard base on hunter. And just as we mentioned as well too, we have Oi coming in on that warrior and Skeezin as well playing BM. A lot of mercenary pickups for Ham average.
Yeah, they definitely have a handful of mercenaries. I think they'll be okay though. I mean,
Both teams going into this midfield fight here, looking to get the early pressure, and both teams running all-in comp, so it's going to come down so much to who has a good opener here. Muskie on the side here, looking for his wild charge look, hasn't come out of stealth yet. He's looking to expose one of these guys, and a huge war stomp going in early, and they already are turning damage onto Muskie, and he wild charges Skeezin on the front line, taking so much damage. But
Muskie goes
Muskie gets
down.
instantly dropped. They
Wow,
turn on him.
that's huge.
Did they get his body? They haven't gotten his body yet. Muskie is
It's
trying to
still
run back
there.
into the midfield. If they don't get his body, this is a huge opportunity here. They have to be able to take the body because Muskie's going to get a res here in just a few seconds. He's going back to the team fight right now. They can't find the body. They are missing it. They get it. No,
It's
they
a
do not
piece.
get it. Muskie gets the res off. And Grizzle on the side breaking off for the pick. Both hunters contesting him. They can't go around. Haven't landed. A charge JK does go down here for Wildcard. So they're down their warrior right now. Their hunter has been cut by the other 2 hunters as well too. So the midfield advantage huge here for Ham average with the double boomkin, and they're just snowballing right now in midfield, wiping up Wildcard, and the Guardian Dream gets thrown down in the dumpster for the first opening midfield fight.
That's huge because with the Guardian, if they don't win mid, it's as I said earlier, it's gonna get ugly. They don't have the displacer beast. They only have wild charge, so their objective control compared to hey, I'm average is it's just not up to par.
Right now, they have full pressure right now in Wildcard. Agent Grizzle is stuck in the GY right now, so they're going to be able to get this pick here. And this is what we were saying with the 2 teams running with these all-in midfield comps. They have Stabilt getting the flag right now, allowing both Boomkins for Ham Average to stay in the GY. And Stabilt, Hardbase breaking off here, might actually look to get a pick here. And Wildcard trying to use Muskie in the back line here to get an opener. They are going for a huge Nova here. CC coming out from Yorkie, trying to pull back now as his trinket does come out. A huge amount of damage going into him. Agent Grizzle breaking off on the side here. Muskie does open in midfield. So they do miss Grizzle going around the side for right now. But Hardbase is breaking back with Stabilt, and they're going to 2v1 him, put him in a nice corner here. And they still have GY contained for the moment.
Wildcard is looks like they're slowly pushing out, but they eventually a shaman's gonna have to break off to send Grizzle some support if they want to have him make it out of the base.
And a big kill for Wildcard there, landing that kill on Skeezin. They're going to lose a lot of control here, but they do kill Grizzle. The 2 hunters do make the trade to get the cap here. Can they keep everyone up right now? Because it's a lot of pressure, and they need to keep Oi up. He's getting the bubble at 200 health, and he does get saved. But Skeezin down, Smole down, Gobnobber down. They are going to have to find themselves playing in
That's a
some sort of
cap.
an objective situation. They trade the cap for midfield control, basically. Hey, I'm average falling back to their GY. Let's see how the next few seconds play out here. Are they going to have a hunter go on D, or are they going to elect to play everyone in midfield? Because they are playing the catch-up game right now.
All right, well, we got a wild card pushing up to Ham averages GY. I don't see anyone on D at the moment.
Stabilt is lurking on defense after the pick, so they do have him here. But that means for Ham average right now, they don't necessarily have that pick control. It looks like right now both Boomkins are playing mid, so they're banking on trying to get a kill, but Agent Grizzle has to come back into midfield right now. They know they have Stabilt on defense, so what were we saying in the pregame show? I thought Ham Average was going to be able to contest objectives, and right now they have Stabilt on defense, blocking them from actually going up and getting this pick right now.
Grizzle wants to go up the tunnel right now. He has decided to go up himself. I don't see anyone breaking off with him. So right now he's probably going to have to 1v1 Stabilt for the flag.
Stabilt rotating out into midfield, seeing that Grizzle goes up, and they do land a kill on Charge DC, pushing up into their enemy team. Ham Average got a lot of momentum here, so they send Grizzle up, but the snowball of kills, Charge JKDC goes down, Scope goes down, and the whole front line.
Oh, they're just losing the front line.
And one thing to look at here, too, is Fraz also playing with Wild Charge here, getting those extra kills and isolating extended team members from Wildcard. I mean, as soon as they sent Grizzle for that pick, holy cow, they lost a whole lot of pressure in midfield.
Yeah, they got Grizzle's up on Alliance ramp right now with the Mage and a Mistweaver. They're just kind of chilling, waiting for their team to regroup.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just have a look to make them at least contest for the pick right now. So Agent Grizzle grabbing that flag, kind of looking like he wants to go up ramp.
Yeah, they got to keep them honest because otherwise their team's just gonna get farmed in the GY until like 6 stacks.
Grizzle goes for the disengage. They have Muskie Bat and Stealth behind him, and they haven't really sent enough people off. And one of the Hunter goes for the disengage out to him, but immediately wild charge by Muskie, stopping the Hunter from breaking off. Wow! They just let Grizzle walk across the field.
He's just walking.
For free.
He's doing his own thing. Like they're not contesting him at all. That's huge.
And yes, they're getting wiped in GY, but man,
Arbass coming out tunnel with a flag.
That was they set
That's
themselves
a
up so
blunder.
well.
They didn't cut at all. I mean, when you don't have a rogue, I guess that's what happens. But even they had a combat bug, so I don't know.
I feel like that they just had the GY control and they didn't send people early enough to contest Grizzle. As soon as his disengage comes out, be like, oh my god, he's going for it.
They gotta have a hunter watching that.
Right.
That shouldn't happen.
They did have Hardbase trying to break off late, but Muskie was there for the wild charge route, not allowing him to actually break off, and one person wasn't going to be enough anyways. So right now, Wildcard doing a great job recovering. That could have been a 2-0 kind of a sweep right there, and they really contested them objectively.
Yeah, that was great for Wildcard. They're sitting a top of GY now, rotating over there. They have Mage and the Mistweaver with the Grizzle. The rest of their team is down below, sitting at GY. Not much they can do at the moment.
This is a really safe position for Wildcard right now. This is everyone that plays these all-in kind of teams, it's really uncomfortable when you actually take them out of midfield. They're turtling in their GY. Yes, they're down the cap, but there's a lot of time to play. There's still 13 minutes left in this game. 15 stacks is going to hit at some point, and Wildcard sitting in their base has got to be feeling pretty good about their position right now.
Yeah, it all depends though if they've been put in this situation before. A lot of the games I've seen with Wildcard, even when they've lost, they were actually pushing in the GY. So I don't know if they're familiar with the situation or not.
Right now, they have one of the Boomkins right up in their face on the top of GY. With
Both their druids are
there
dead for Wildcard.
Wildcard trying to find a way to get some sort of push here, but as you said, Ham Average is keeping them on their toe and trying to keep them split as possible, but they are going to get fully grouped here, so I wouldn't be surprised if they look to jump down on Smol or the Shaman, one of these guys, really try to push on a healer dropping off of the GY right now, as we see Boomkin sticking out on the side
Oi goes
here.
down.
Huge kill on Oi out of nowhere, so they're going to snowball off of this, and a wild charge onto the Hunter. Huge
Muskie's
damage
pushing
coming in
up.
for them. Grizzle staying on the top of GY right now with one of the Shamans and the Mistweaver just hovering on the top right now. Very safe, and they're still landing kills in midfield with 2 healers up on top there.
Hey, I'm Average slowly getting pushed back. I don't see anyone breaking off, so it looks like Grizzle's okay for now.
Fraz went in for a very greedy play, and he does make it back. Goes for the wild charge bite onto a healer in the back line. He does make it back right now. So Muskie Bad trying to get his team some momentum here, trying to punish the front line of Skeezin and Gobnobber and some of the shamans here, trying to back up here, getting some pressure, because right now they have the shamans from Wildcard pushing up for Shears, and they do land a kill onto Smol. They're trying to chain more off of that, but Hey, I'm Average is trying to keep everyone up right now. Huge damage, and a Bear Root going in.
Double
on
priest
Dudley.
down for Hey, I'm Average. That's huge. They're just going to get pushed to the graveyard now.
And at 6 stacks, it's a good thing Hard Base and Ham Average are really far back in their GY. I would expect to pass up here, because this is a very difficult situation to be in. Now, one thing I think to notice here is look how comfortable in a game where there's not a lot of stealthies, look how comfortable Grizzle is F-seeing the flag in his base by himself. He knows where the stealthies are, and he's really feeling confident. He's like, team, you guys can go midfield. We need to have someone lurking and paying attention, but we know where everyone is on the map. We know they don't have a road. We know they got 2 boomkins. So if their boomkins are out and we're keeping track of our hunters, let's maximize what we can do here.
Yeah, I think that comes down to just good overall team communication. Obviously, Grizzle's a hunter, can call out people who's coming to him, but it's up to his teammates to call it, hey, the Druid's stealth, the boomkin's out casting, and just to relay that information to him.
And really, very quickly there, Ham Average gets a kill on the BM Monk, and they go for the all-in, and they don't really get a good look at Hard Base, and they wipe up their midfield very fast there. They wanted to try to capitalize on the fact that they had a Hunter FC with 7, 8, 9 stacks, but they weren't able to get that look, and they ended up getting wiped here. So Grizzle going back to the top of GY, he's already in the tunnel right now. Hard Base with the flag, they're not going to be able to send someone off to split right away to be able to contest him. Froz
so
is going
maybe we'll
for
see
the
a
flag.
hunter break off to go contest Grizzle.
Ardo with Grizzle right now, feeling a little bit cut right now in the base at the moment. I'm not actually sure if Ardo was lurking with Grizzle this whole time or not, or if he just got around there. Something to look at after the game at least. But they are electing to go roof right now. They know that both hunters are lurking. But with Ardo there right now, I mean, there's not that high of stacks. Like, I'm not sure what they can do right now. You know, they're in a pretty safe position here for Wildcard. And they are looking to set up on the enemy FC, too. Look, they have Muskie Bat in position. They have EPH in position. Both with Zerker lurking on this FC. They're just waiting the stack game right now. Look for this opener very soon here. Here's the opener. The Star Surge is coming out. The 5-point coming out as well, too. Froz holding this flag. He's playing with Wild Chart, so he can't really go anywhere, but they are able to sustain the damage for now. Agent
Grizzle's down.
Dropping the flag for now, just to cause a little bit of commotion. The Displacer in, the Wild Charge in. Muskie Bad just trying to do some extra damage here, and Agent Grizzle is going down this time, but they do have Ardo with the flag. Wild Charge coming out. Grizzle still so low, just passing it off, but he does go down. So now it's both hunters taking on Ardo with 300 health. The battle standard goes down. He's just barely healing himself on the roof, but he does go down. The damage chunks him, so they are able to win the 2v2 on roof there. Good drops by Grizzle, trying to avoid some of that damage and passing it off to his shaman to switch up the targets, but it just wasn't enough. Froz running in for the second cap right here. It looks like a guarantee at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to be contested at all. Wildcard's probably just going to have to regroup, and because
he's very hesitant about running it in right now. I'm not sure why he's not running this
there's
flag
no rogue. I don't know why he's scared. Maybe they want to stall out some time.
They do have Deputy. They have Deputy on the pick. He's up on ramp. They have a Deputy getting the flag right now. He's up on ramp. It's 13 stacks. They weren't able to cut him off from the base right here. So Froz going up the tunnel right now with DJ. But look, APH goes tunnel, and they're going to be able to kill him. Dogshaver is catching up to him so close. It's 13, 14 stacks. He just drops the flag and tries to live, and he does get the return. I'm not sure where the communication was to go tunnel. They actually was a nice play to be able to get that flag, but Ham Average was able to block them tunnel, and Wildcard did not rotate quite enough. Huge damage coming in at the GY. Wildcard backing Ham Average up. But they are down their boomkin right now, and Ham Average is just sending in the people from the base to get fully grouped here, and they already have Stabilt with the flag ready to get this pick. Agent Grizzle as well, too, but they are down the numbers in mid. The question is Wildcard needs to be able to hold here in midfield, and if they cannot hold, they're not going to be able to get Grizzle out, and an early BM kill is saying otherwise for Wildcard.
That's not good. I don't know if Grizzle's gonna be able to cross. They're gonna have to try and keep up enough pressure for Grizzle to walk behind them. Otherwise, he's just gonna get cut off.
A warrior or a BM kill for a priest kill at the moment, so they're not able to get quite as much pressure as they'd hoped to. But charges going out onto the healers of Wildcard, able to get some deep rends here. Agent Grizzle is looking in midfield right now. Look for Wildcard to play objectively here. Already sending Grizzle. I wouldn't be surprised if they risk sending their Boomkin at this point, or the some other support. I think it would have to be your Boomkin or your Guardian at this point, but with one stack already and 6 minutes on the clock, they're going to have to find a way to get the pressure in early on Stabil because they're down 2 caps right now.
Yeah, they got to make something happen. There's only 6 minutes left. Both FC hunters are just at a standstill, kind of like just trying to Grizzle trying to cut off Steblit from going down ramp.
And look at this right now. They do let Hardbase through in the midfield. Hardbase is going to be able to meet Stabilt right now. And they have a 2v1 right now on EPH and a scope proc going out. EPH trying to make it back to mid, but they're not able to capitalize on it. Is he going to get to his healer in time? No, he's not. And a good job by Hardbase getting over there, getting their FC the help that he needed. That's pretty much it. Unless they're able to sync up a kill really quickly here. And the pass goes off to Hardbase. They want him as the FC for the end of this game. There's 5.5 minutes on the clock. There is time for them to do this, but I'm not sure that they actually have the comp built to take these guys out. I mean, they just have to keep track of the Boomkins and the Guardian Druid, and both of these guys in midfield right now. EPH does get the stealth, but elects to open right now, so the surprise factor on this potential kill is I don't think it's there.
Frost goes down.
A big kill on Fraz. Ham Average having to back off here, and a huge wild charge coming out onto the Shaman. He has to Goblin jump back, so they are trying to turn the pressure, but they can just literally kite the flag into their GY, and they should be fine. They should be okay to hang in here. Big slows coming out from Skis and holding the front line here for Ham Average with only one front liner right now. 3k health. He's just trying to do the best he can. Warrior charging in. The mage is looking for CC on some of these healers. Big silence to counter that. Good silence by Oi, stopping the CC from coming out from Yorkie on his push. Muskie having to back off here, and a huge roll charge coming in on the Shaman of Wildcard, or excuse me, on Ham Average, and they're trying to get some pressure off of that, and a trinket coming out here for Dudley, trying to make it into the back line. He is able to find it. Gobnobber getting swarmed up in the middle of Wildcard's team. I think they're just going to leave him right now.
Yeah. Hardbass breaking off down in the tunnel. Both the front line of Ham Averages went down, so looks like they're just going to be pushed back into their GY.
But with 4 minutes left to go, we know where the Druids are. How much pressure do these guys have right now? I mean, the Boomkin EPH is breaking off for the Zerker Hut right now. They're trying to have a look onto this FC, but they have to have it now. There's 4 minutes left in Grizzles in midfield. It's 6 stacks. It might even be too late at this point.
Yeah, maybe they can get 1 cap. I don't see them having a chance to get 2 caps at all. Even with they have control. Three people are down from Ham Average, but I just don't think there's enough time left.
And Stabilt pulling EPH out on ramp. That's pretty much the game. Finding that pull on the Boomkin. Knew he had Zerker. Great job using his disengage early to really put the pressure on the Boomkin speed-wise. You know, Ham Average could actually turn this into a 3-0 game. They've got Ardo, the FC, holding the flag, a healer. If they just dive on this guy, he's not going to be able to run anywhere. They're trying to use Grizzle right now to get themselves some extra pressure on this push. He's coming in from the flag room area right now. Ardo holding this flag. Hardbase taking some damage, but it's just Muskie. He doesn't really have healers available, so they're trying to kill him. And they do find the kill on Muskie bad. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for an all-in dive on Ardo right now, but Grizzle is backlining. One of the front line down. They should try to get some pressure into Ardo. He already knows he's in trouble, but they're not able to find it quite yet. Ardo running into midfield. I feel like if they were really on the ball, they could put some earlier pressure on Ardo. He has to run back to his team. He's trying to off-heal a little bit. Hardbase in the meantime taking damage from Grizzlefoot in the GY, and the Boomkin is here trying to get some damage in, but he's lining him really well. The silence is going out on him to try to prevent any extra damage coming in. Ardo in the meantime still keeping ahead of the enemy team, blocking any sort of opener